Hey everybody, it's Janice with Creating Through Chaos, and I'm so excited to show you this project today. We're going to make a candle sconce out of one of these wooden cutouts from Dollar Tree. So we have the Christmas tree cutout. I got this little shadow box at Michael's in the dollar bins for $1. I had this stencil from Craft Mania with snowflakes on it, a mason jar. I didn't end up using that ribbon, but I did end up using the snowflake ribbon and the strip of burlap. Some Gorilla Glue, some spackling, I got that at Dollar Tree, some of the brown wax, and some white acrylic paint, and this little piece of greenery that I got at Dollar General in a 4-pack, and some pine cones. So the first thing we do is I cut off the tag and hanger from the Christmas tree, and I put a little spackling in the hole at the top of the tree. The spackling dries really fast, and it's really cheap because it came from the Dollar Tree, so it works really, really well, actually. Next, I'm going to take the brown wax, and I'm going to cover the entire little shadow box, sides, front, and inside, and I even did the bottom with the brown wax. And remember when using the wax that once you get a nice coat on, you're going to take a rag or a paper towel and wipe off all of your excess. Now, once the spackling is dry, you're going to take a little bit of sandpaper and sand it down. Then I took the brown wax and did the entire Christmas tree, and I did the back also. I wanted this project to look good from all angles. And again, when you apply the wax, wipe it off after with a rag. And you're going to let both of those pieces dry. Then once they're dry, I took the snowflake stencil and I randomly pounced snowflakes around the whole tree. I just used a light amount of paint and a sponge pouncer. And I let some of the snowflakes overlap off to the side of the tree. I did some in the center, some on the edges. And I didn't do very many. I think I did 5 or 6 through the whole tree. I didn't want it to be completely covered in snowflakes, but I wanted to have the snowflakes on there. And you can pick and choose where you want yours. And I'm sure that you can find a snowflake stencil at Michael's or at Hobby Lobby. And I know that sometimes Dollar Tree has stencils also. Even if it's part of another stencil that has just small snowflakes on it, you could use that also. I always check thrift stores, Goodwill, Salvation Army for stencils. Now that that's all done, we're going to let it dry, and once it's dry, we're going to attach the tree to the inside lip of the box. So I used a little bit of Gorilla Glue and some hot glue, and I glued it to the inside lip of the little shadow box, and I held it to make sure that it would stay. Next, I took the mason jar and I wrapped the burlap ribbon around the center of it, and I just hot glued it into place. Next, I took some of the snowflake ribbon that I had from Hobby Lobby, and I ran that across the top of the burlap. I wanted this to have a couple of layers, and the snowflakes matched the snowflakes I just stenciled onto the tree, so I thought this was a super cute way to add them into both sides of the project. And I just hot glued those into place also. Then I took that sprig of greenery from Dollar General and glued that to the center. And how cute is that? Next, we're going to set that in our little tray. And now we have a super cute candle sconce. How adorable is this? So I set the jar in, and then I just sprinkled some mini pine cones around the edge. And then I popped a tea light from Dollar Tree, one of the battery operated ones that flicker, into the inside of the jar. And this came out super, super cute. It was super inexpensive to make. I absolutely adore this project. No one would ever know that all of these pieces came from the Dollar Tree or the dollar bin at Michael's. How adorable is this? I absolutely love it. It looks so high end. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to sprinkle.